would be funny.
All right, joining us in the studio this evening, we have Strange Brew. Aaron, how you doing?
Good.
Can you get up on that microphone? I know I'm going to have you guys share this microphone here.
I'm feeling good.
But you got it. There you go.
How are you doing?
Yeah, man, pretty good. Shay, can you we're going to get you set up with some headphones. But while we do that, there's a few things I wanted to talk with you guys about because I'm intrigued. You guys have such a repertoire. You guys are so all over the place. That must speak to your diverse musical tastes.
Well, it does in a way. We kind of like to mix things up out of necessity for what we do.
Speak to that necessity.
Well,
because you never know where you're going to play.
Right. It really helps us out, especially if we're playing a new club. And we show up and maybe they're more into dance music. Maybe they're more into rock and roll. We can vary our set list to, tailor to their needs.
Right.
So
let's face it. You guys have, how many sets you guys play every night? Maybe 4?
4.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, that's a lot of music.
It's a lot of music. It's a long night.
It is a long night. But if you think about it, 4 songs, 4 sets, you're maybe talking about 40, 50 songs. Would you say?
Yeah.
Right? Close.
I know you guys know 140 songs. So it's like you're really tapping a third of your repertoire every night, depending on what everybody's responding to.
Yeah.
Right. We, after playing a club a few times, we kind of have a good idea of what we're going to do.
Who's showing up where.
So we're able to make a set list already tailored to that.
Yeah. So let's talk about this weekend. You guys are at, where are you at this weekend?
Cheers
in Vacaville. All right, Vacaville listeners, get out to Cheers this weekend.
Please.
Are you guys out there, Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
Get down.
Yeah.
2 nights is good.
2 nights is hard.
Set up once, play twice.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it is a grind.
It is. Aaron and I do most of the singing, and sometimes it's brutal on the vocal cords.
Yeah.
Doing 2 nights in a row for 4 hours.
Okay, so think about that, everybody. 80 songs in a weekend.
Yeah.
In a weekend.
And you guys work every weekend.
Pretty much.
Man.
We're lucky when we get a weekend off.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, it is nice.
It keeps your chops up.
It sure does.
It sure does. Yeah.
Still make a lot of mistakes, though.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I do.
Only Shay hears them.
Yeah.
Right. Are you the does that mean that she's the nitpicker of the band? Like, you know how James Brown, he would turn around and go, I gotcha. I gotcha. That was his way of saying, I heard that note, man.
Yeah. Well, this band is just full of nitpickers.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes it's good. All in all it's good, but sometimes we sit around at rehearsal and we'll just sit there and nitpick and after a while you got to say, hey.
But it's what drew me to this band, because these guys have been together for, 15 years or more.
Good gracious.
I've been with them for a little over 2 years, and I liked the nitpicking. That's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, sometimes. It's funny that you mention that because, I think there are a lot of bands that they get together and they don't like the nitpicking, and somebody is the nitpicker, and then they end up resenting that person.
Yeah.
But when everybody does it, just means you really want to get your arrangements tight.
Exactly.
Right.
And when you find a band that you can put your work into, and you could really, pour out like that, it's a nice place to be, right?
Right.
It is.
So if you guys are playing every weekend, when do you rehearse? Who has a job in this band?
Oh, we all have jobs.
Damn.
Yeah.
So when do you how much of your weekday your weeknight do you chew up in rehearsal?
We practice once a week.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And the rest is up to us individually to practice on our own time,
Right.
Wow. That's great.
Sometimes it's hard to find the time.
Well, when you do that one night a week, though, it has to be good because you get there and you can tell who didn't do their homework.
Oh, right away.
So do you have a schedule like, okay, Monday, the tunes come out. Like you check your email on Monday and, okay, here's my 4 tunes I got to learn this week. And then, by Thursday you get there, you do the rehearsal, everybody's got their homework done. Is it scheduled that
It's similar to that, yeah. One person will email us, remind us what songs we decided to work on for the week. We come in the next rehearsal and start hashing it out, yeah.
How much do you value staying true to the arrangement, the original arrangement of the song? Or have you gotten to the point where you guys take liberties with the song?
Personally, I like messing around with the arrangements and coming up with my own part.
Okay.
And but I think some of us like to stay true to the original.
Some of us, but not you.
Not me, yeah. I like to mess around with it and come up with our own. But
so if you guys are near a computer, check out Strange Brew Band. Tell me your URL.
StrangeBrewBand.net.
.net. That's what it is. StrangeBrewBand.net. Check out StrangeBrewBand.net. There's two things that you're going to find there. Number one is an upcoming gig schedule.
Right.
Yes.
So you'll be able to see where you guys are really through the end of the year.
Yeah.
And it's all over the place. So you'll be able to check them out wherever you are around Solano County. You guys are playing at Vinny's next month?
We just played there last weekend.
Just played there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are all over, though, close by.
Yeah.
So everybody get a chance to see you. The other thing that you will see is that the band is standing up and rocking. There's no sit down keyboard player back there hiding behind it.
I wish I could bring a chair.
You guys are out front.
Yeah.
And we're moving.
Yeah, every picture that you see on the website and every video that you watch on the website, you guys are out there and you're moving. You can't help but infect the crowd. You can't go to a Strange Brew show and sit down. Your narrow behind will be on the dance floor.
That's right.
So, go. Check out the website.
Go. You'll have fun.
And then, see the schedule. The other thing that you're going to notice is that Shay not only plays guitar, but she plays the saxophone.
Yes.
So, how much of your repertoire includes you blowing the sax?
Well, I'd like to play my saxophone more, but a lot of rock tunes just don't call for it.
Right.
It's mostly in the R&B tunes that I play, so I'd say, I don't know, maybe 10% of the songs.
Inject a sax solo in Enter Sandman?
No.
Because I'd be interested.
Be cool. That would be cool.
I could try that.
You got to,
spin.
I'm sure that somebody would enjoy if you hooked up the sax through a bunch of pedals and got down.
These guys are gear freaks. They got pedals.
Yeah. See?
Pedals after pedals.
And you play a Flying V, don't you?
I do play Flying V. My favorite guitar.
Hey, come on, guys. It's a chick playing a Flying V. You got to go see that.
You got to come see that.
Man. Let's talk about gear. So you guys are all strings. You don't have any you guys don't have a keyboard player, huh?
Aaron plays.
Oh, do you double up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the keyboard guitar
He's shaking
player.
his head. He's shaking his head like I kind of play the keyboards every once in a while.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
I kind of got thrown into the keyboard spot mainly because they're so hard to find keyboard players.
Now, is it because you grew up and had to take piano lessons growing up, and you're like, yeah, I can play it. Go ahead. I'll take the keyboard out.
Bob called me up. Bob's our guitar player. He called me up, asked me if I wanted to join his band as a keyboard player.
All right.
I said, Bob, I don't know how to play keyboards, right? He goes, yeah, but you can sing, and I know you can pick it up.
Yeah.
So that was
Bob.
That's
Bob.
Right
that was about 15 years ago.
Is that Fred too?
I don't know.
There's a dog just walked in. No, that's not Fred.
Hey man, this is Ozcat Radio. We're a community station. You never know when the door opens and a dog walks in.
But yes, that is Fred and that is Bob.
Get down. How you doing, Fred?
Good.
We're on the air, man. So now Fred. Here's the thing about Fred. Fred will kick the door down into place and walk in just cussing. So you got to warn him, Fred. We're on the air. Tone it down a little bit. Take it easy on us, huh?
That's during my younger days, man.
That's right. His younger days. Yes, those were some rowdy days.
Bob's there.
Yeah, and Bob's here too. So these guys have been hogging up the microphone, and I don't know if you were listening on your way here, but the first thing we did was we sat down, we introduced the band, we said, listen, right now we have Aaron and Shay, and Bob and Fred will be joining us shortly, and let's talk about them. So we've just been talking about you.
Yeah, let's talk about
We
them.
hope you don't mind. So Fred is the bass player.
Fred is the bass player. He keeps it all locked in.
He's the glue.
He is the glue.
He's the glue. And
Bob is the drunk of the band.
okay, well, I'm going to turn the mic over to Fred, and I'm going to go hang out with Bob. And but seriously, you guys, if you haven't seen Strange Brew, get out there, go see him. You're one more time. This weekend, you're at Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Next weekend, you're at
Blondie's.
Blondie's also in Vacaville.
Also.
Exactly, yes.
And then you guys are in Napa the week after that. No.
I don't
You guys are at Stars the week after that.
No,
Go on
Stars,
the website, everybody.
Stars is in December.
Stars is in December.
December 21st.
See, do you see how we have things together here? But go to the website. It is strangebrewband.net.
Yes, sir.
We
Check
couldn't
it out.
afford a .com, so
Check
we had
it
to get
out.
a .net.
Yeah. I'm not sure I believe that, but anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Strange Brew in the studio this evening. You're listening to Ozcat Radio, KZCT 89.5 on your FM dial, broadcasting from beautiful Vallejo. You're listening to the Midweek Mash on Ozcat Radio. In the studio with us tonight, we have Strange Brew. So, where we left off, we were talking to Aaron and Shay about, we were talking to Aaron and Shay about Bob and Fred. And evidently Fred's got some pretty interesting stories, because that's just the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, Fred's got a lot of interesting stories.
He finds himself in these situations. So, tell us, Fred, about the time that there's a Steven Tyler story, right? And it involves a giraffe and a hypodermic needle.
Oh my
we don't know why.
Not that one.
There was some women's lingerie and oddly no women. So what was the story?
I don't know. I was too drunk at that time. All I know is that, man, Steve Tyler was okay, but Liv Tyler was to die for.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can believe that. So you guys live in Vacaville.
Yep, right.
Is it true that Steven Tyler has a daughter who lives in Vacaville? I've heard that.
That's news to me.
Liv Tyler.
He had a son-in-law that lived in Vacaville.
They live in Sacramento?
Yeah, I think she lives in Sacramento.
Oh, okay. She lived in Sacramento. I heard at one time that they lived in Vacaville, and that he was the the drummer in Papa Roach.
Right.
And that's how they met. So there you go, Vacaville. Congratulations. They have left you, and now they live in Sacramento. But you still, thankfully, have Cheers. You still have Cheers, where Strange Brew is playing this weekend. So go out there and enjoy them. What time you guys start?
9:30.
9:30. Man, that's just when the party gets hopping. And then it really gets hopping around 11, and then you guys stop at what time?
1:30.
Oh, you guys stop when the cops come.
Exactly.
Cops haven't been to Cheers in quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Used to be a lot more...
Used to be a lot more cop activity. Well, they're
a lot
right
more
down the
police
street from the
activity
police
back
station.
then. Yeah.
Back then, were you guys playing it back then too?
Oh, we played Cheers since they opened. They opened back in, I think, 92.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So Strange Brew has been around how long?
Strange Brew has been around since 96.
Okay.
No,
97.
That's a good long time, 16 years.
It's been a while.
Wow.
It's been a while. We took a 4-year break, then came back, got Shay in the band.
All right. Okay. So took 4 years off, came back.
Yeah.
Got Shay, expanded your repertoire to include songs with female vocals and a saxophone.
Yes.
Not typically at the same time.
That's a little tough. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Although, when you get there, please let us know, because we want to see that.
Practicing it.
All right.
Working on it.
So what was the repertoire like in 97? What kind of tunes were you guys playing back then?
I don't want to say the exact same tunes.
Yeah, right. You can see your set list on the website, and you guys have like a constantly growing, ever-evolving set list.
It's evolved since
Right.
then.
Yeah.
I know jammed with Bob a long time ago. That was back in 1989.
1989.
Yeah, I was in a different band.
Fred and Bob were
called,
4.
Land Shark.
You were in Land Shark.
Yeah, was the
Okay.
name of the band. And from then on, it progressed into different groups, and then eventually it evolved into this strange brew. And we were together for like 9 years, and then we kind of took a break. And then when we reformed, it was the 4 of us again, except the drummer who moved to another state.
Okay.
And then eventually we decided when we saw Shay that, hey, we got together in the band, man.
All right, listen, I'm not going to mince words here because I'm in the same boat as you guys. If we're in a band together, I'm just going to lump myself in with you.
Okay.
We're in a band together, and we're going, okay, what tunes do you want to know? And we got these tunes. And Shay just comes walking by. I'll tell you what, if you guys haven't been to the website, I'm going to pop my head out of the van or wherever and go, hey, do you want to be in the band? Do you
It doesn't
play
matter
anything?
if you play anything
or
or
can
not.
you carry a tune? I don't care.
That doesn't even matter.
Do you fit these boots, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys got Shay in the band. You guys were, at that time, already gigging steadily, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So, how much did the set list change when Shay joined the band? How much did you go, oh, man, like, we have wings now. We can spread our wings and we can play all kinds of stuff. Was there like an injection of...
It wasn't so much a change in the format as incorporating what Shay was already doing into the band. And,
Okay.
and then the way we pick songs is we rotate. And, of course, everybody, majority here, they have to approve the song that we pick.
Okay.
And then eventually the songs kind of... The repertoire kind of changes as you go along because you can only play so many songs a night.
Yeah.
So we play. Format pretty much remains the same in that we do some classic rock stuff, we do R&B, we do some contemporary things.
Yeah.
We added a lot more pop music when Shay got in the band.
Okay.
Lady Gaga, Adele,
All right.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Well, let's just think for a minute about a Katy Perry song and go, okay, I really like that song, guys. Again, I'm lumping myself in with you. Shay's not in the band yet. We'll come back to Bob. I put him on the spot first. Fred, what do you think?
For me, probably it's one of the classic tunes that we do is the tune by Guns N' Roses, which Shay sings. I really like playing that because the crowd really gets into it and it's got a good beat.
Yeah.
And then Bob plays a hell of a guitar on that song.
Right on, right on. Bob, what kind of guitar you play?
Charvel.
A Charvel. All right.
Charvel.
He's a rocker.
Don't get into gear.
He's a rocker.
It can go
Yeah,
for
we'll go
hours.
all night, huh?
It can go for hours.
Aaron, what song are you excited about right now?
Am I excited about? Well, yeah, I like the fact that we're trying to pick up new current songs. Get Lucky is the song that we're working on right at the moment.
Yeah.
We're almost ready to start playing it, and the song is like, it's huge. I mean, it's phenomenal. We're doing Blurred Lines, which is another huge song, and it
was
songs
the song
like,
of the summer for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, they're just really groove oriented.
And so you can't. It's like the gates dropped and everybody runs to the dance floor for that song.
Right, right.
Wow.
Doesn't matter how
You
bad.
think Get Lucky too? Is that getting a good response right now?
We haven't played that yet.
Okay.
That's the one we're working on right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's gonna do pretty well.
Okay.
And if not, we'll just toss it.
We're going to come back to both of those songs because we got a couple things to talk about both those songs. Shay, what are you excited about right now?
Right now, I'm excited about how Blurred Lines is going to turn out. Is it going to work for us? I'm into rock.
Okay.
And so a lot of these R&B, hip hop, or pop tunes aren't my thing.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see how this Blurred Lines is going to go over.
Cool.
So far, it's done well.
So you guys have played it out,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's doing well.
We get
Yeah.
All right. Who plays what in Blurred Lines?
I play the bass
You play the bass. Well, there's a surprise.
and sing lead.
Fred sings and
Fred plays
the
the bass in most of the songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know why.
because you have a bass.
He's a bass player.
It's in your hand. Hey, Fred, play that thing. So who's playing the Coke bottle, or who's playing the, like who's playing the Go-Go's, or who grabs toys, and who's like holding down the? What are you guys doing?
Well, me,
There's a lot going on.
I'm the lucky one. I get to do the rap in the middle of the song, which
keyboard.
I don't know if
he
anybody.
Was last year. 3 years ago, before Shay joined the band, he was the Lady Gaga of the band. And now he's the T.I. of the band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob just does the guitar stuff and helps in the vocals.
All right. So, Bob, did you narrow it down to a song that you're particularly excited about?
I'm kind of like Shay. I like the classic rock, so
Yeah.
I can't tell you I like the new songs. I like playing Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
I like playing Highway to Hell.
Okay.
I like playing Walk This Way. I like playing that stuff.
All right.
That's where the fun is for me.
Yeah. I actually think that's our strong point. Is the rock.
Well, you know what? If I'm to judge visually, when I look at, stage pictures, you guys are a rockin' show. So that's what I would guess.
Yeah.
It's like a rockin' show, but okay, if you want us to rock some, R&B tunes, it's going to be a rockin' R&B tune.
Right.
It's not going to. I'm not going to walk in and think, oh man, I think Maxwell is here.
One of the funnest songs we do is a hip hop song. It's a Vallejo song. We do Back to the Hotel.
You do Back to the Hotel.
And when we do Back to the Hotel, it's like a metal song with a hip hop beat.
Right on.
With a saxophone
I love
in
it.
the middle of it. And that's
and you
one
play
of
the
the fun
sax
songs we
in
do.
Back to the Hotel.
I do.
All right, you guys. If you just joined us, we're in the studio right now with a local band called Strange Brew, and they're eclectic and awesome, and they're playing this weekend at Cheers in Vacaville, so go check them out there. So just to run through it again, Cheers this weekend.
Yes.
Next weekend after that, you're at Blondie's. Also in Vacaville.
Yes.
Just
right down the street.
Just right down the street. And the weekend after that,
we're off for the second 2 weekends of November.
Oh, no kidding!
For
you
Turkey
guys
Day.
Take Thanksgiving off.
Turkey Day, yeah.
Well, who is supposed to rock us out the week of Thanksgiving?
I think the next gig after the Blondies one is the Napa.
Is the Napa one?
Yes.
And then after that is the Stars.
After that is Stars.
Yeah.
December 21.
By then, we're in mid-December.
Yeah.
Right.
21st of December is when we're playing it.
Okay.
And the Napa one is going to be our first time at this club.
Right. It's actually, I was doing research, and it's a new brewing company that just opened up. Bill Watson's band played there last Friday.
Right.
And we're playing there Saturday.
All right.
So we may go there with one set, show up, find that they don't like any of that stuff, and play a different set.
See? Flexibility.
Flexibility.
By the way, it's 8:05. You're listening to Ozcat Radio, 89.5 FM, KZCT, broadcasting from right here in Vallejo. And if you just joined us, we're in the studio with Strange Brew. Strange Brew playing all over the place locally, so make sure you check them out, because they're going to play what you like. And if they see you not liking something, they're going to shift gears and play something entirely different.
Yep. Or Bob's going to step on your table and get in your face.
He will, too.
Spill your drink.
Spill your drink.
Also, Fred is pretty intimidating, I just want to say.
Oh, really? I am?
He's the one with the good stories, or reputed to be the one with the good stories. Shay, what song do you play the saxophone in? Now, I'm going to we'll default to Back to the Hotel, because that's pretty good to do a metal version of Back to the Hotel with the saxophone in it. You're playing the sax line, right? Da-na-na-na-na.
Exactly, yeah.
What song do you play sax in that's in your set where we wouldn't think a sax would belong?
I don't know.
I don't think we do.
Friday night, Katy Perry.
No, well, there's a sax in
solo in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sax in some of the Santana stuff, like Smooth.
Okay.
Saxophone in that.
Yeah.
You should hear her play.
Pick up the pieces.
Pick up the pieces.
Oh, you guys do pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, she does a hell of a job.
Yeah. Now, she's doing the heavy lifting, let's face it, on that song.
On that song, it's all on her.
Is there any, like,
We're just
Bob,
following.
do you harmonize with her on the guitar at any point in that
I'm
song?
playing the same lines as she plays on the guitar.
Wow.
Except for her big solo.
Yeah. All right.
Nobody
Wow.
notices, though. Nobody.
They're that
Nobody
good.
cares.
That's all.
They're like twins.
All sax.
You wouldn't even know that he's there.
Yeah, there's two saxophones in that song.
Yeah.
He plays the second sax
He plays the
part on
second
his
sax
guitar.
part on guitar.
Yeah.
And I play
Awesome.
the third sax part
On his
on my
keyboard.
keyboard. And the second guitar part on my guitar.
At the same time.
At the same time, yeah. I got two hands.
Hey, if that doesn't convince you to go check them out, then you must be dead. Go check them out. Anyway, this is KZCT. We're cutting into Nico's 8 at 8. It's 8:07. He's accommodating us. How you doing back there? You all right?
I'm doing all right.
All right, cool. All right. He's still going to give it to us, so hang in there. We're in the studio right now with Strange Brew, and we're going to play a couple of songs and be right back. We're firing up some gear here. This is the Midweek Mash on Ozcat Radio. Listening to the Midweek Mash. It's Wednesday night. We are seriously cutting into Nico's time slot here.
Sorry, Nico.
How you doing back there? He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. He's nursing a broken finger. So that's why we're cutting into his time slot. I don't know what those two things have to do with each other, but I'm in the studio with, lucky enough to have the terrific local band called Strange Brew. And thanks for coming in, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
This is great. Having a good time. So, this weekend you guys are at Cheers.
Yes.
The following weekend you guys are at Blondie. And then I promise I'm going to mesmerize this
Friday
by the time
night.
we're done here. And then you take a couple weeks off for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Because Bob is pretty merciful. Aside from Thanksgiving, man, he's working you guys.
He is.
That's my job.
Yep.
And then when you come back to life after Thanksgiving, you guys are at
Napa.
In Napa
I think it's called Brew Point or Napa
Brew
Point
Point.
Brewery.
Yes, that's
brand new
microbrewery in
Friday.
Yeah, it's a micro.
and it's right downtown. Or it's
No,
off of
not
Browns.
downtown.
It's off of Browns
It's-
Valley Road.
It's
Kind of like
Right?
Browns Valley.
Isn't it out there?
no, it's just on the other side of 29 actually.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go down Jameson Canyon Road, just go right over 29, make the first right, go down about a quarter of a mile. It's on the right-hand side.
All right. And then New Year's Eve, you're back at Cheers.
Back at Cheers for
All right.
the big gig.
Tell us the big deal at New Year's Eve at Cheers. What's going on there?
There's going to be a lot of drunk people acting stupid.
Yep.
Hey,
And I'm going to be one of them.
you know that's where you want to be.
Hot dance music.
There's hot dance music and a lot of drunk people acting stupid.
It's going to be not very expensive. Like most New Year's gigs are pretty expensive, but it's going to be cheap to get into Cheers.
Yep. It's going to be really reasonable.
Packed.
It'll be packed, so get there early.
And New Year's Eve falls on a Tuesday, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Tuesday, yeah.
I think there might be a wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah.
We can start
Just
one.
saying. Yeah, there might be.
That would be a
I
good
think
idea.
actually, as I look around the room,
we're going to
I
work
think
on
Fred
that.
might win.
Yes.
I was going to say
We're
Eric.
gonna work on that.
All right,
I'll
so
wear my T-shirt that's already wet.
if you guys, it just got weird in here again.
I don't know what that means.
We know what Fred is good for making the place weird, isn't he?
Yep.
All right. Everybody's got a gift, Fred. Thank you for that. So if you guys haven't already checked out Strange Brew, make sure you check them out. There are plenty of places the next couple of weeks. And then the big gig at Cheers for New Year's Eve. And if you guys don't already have plans, that's a great place to go because, as Bob says, there can be a lot of stupid drunk people there, and it's pretty cheap. So
That's a good combination.
yeah, man. Things I'm all for. Drunkenness, that's cheap.
There you go.
I'm in. Closing remarks. You know what I want to ask you guys? Because you guys do Blurred Lines, man, and I'm intrigued by the song. Big controversy right now about Blurred Lines and Got to Give It Up by Marvin Gaye and their similarities. And people say, oh, they ripped off Got to Give It Up. Now, I have an opinion, but I'm going to let you guys go first. What do you think?
That's the first I've heard of it, but it doesn't
Is it
surprise
really?
me. It doesn't surprise me at all because most of the current songs that are kind of out there and popular, you can
They rip somebody off.
Yeah, you can hear things that either they're influenced by or straight up just taking samples from. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a comparison and that it's probably fairly similar in ways.
Well, somebody has sued somebody. Like somebody from Marvin Gaye's estate is claiming that there's some plagiarism and copyright infringement, and they're going after Robin Thicke about it.
Well, until they tell us to stop playing the song, we're going to keep doing it.
You're going to keep playing it, and people are going to keep dancing.
Keep packing the dance floor.
The best line that I've heard came from Pharrell about that song, and he said, "Man, you walk in," and he said this back in March, I think. So the song was done. They had the song. They were trickling it out, but it hadn't really hit yet. And he said, "Man, I'm working on this song right now. It's called Blurred Lines, and it's the most amazing song. And you can see it in the women. And the women come out and dance to this song. When we play this song in the club, the women come out and they go crazy. And you can see it because it starts at the nipples." That is what Pharrell said. He says that he walks in, he puts the song on, and he looks around, and you can see it in the nipples. That's when you've got. That's when you bottled magic.
And that's why I always wear thick shirts.
You got weird in here again.
Thanks, Fred. Wow.
You see him at the gigs.
Awkward. Hey, you guys ought to come see that. Come see it live at Cheers this weekend. Friday and Saturday, starting at 9:30 and going till the cops come in.
That's right.
So show up. Anyway, yeah. So you don't think so?
I don't think so. No, I say I haven't heard that.
Oh, you haven't.
But it doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
I've listened to them back to back, and there are some similarities, but no more than a lot of the.
Yeah.
There's so many songs out there that sound like other songs.
You know, that's what I think too. I think, okay, because it's got a cowbell in it, really?
Yeah.
That's not. And okay, so who's playing the cowbell on that song? I'm going to say Aaron, because Aaron plays everything. Whenever there's a part that nobody knows who's playing that?
Yeah, I'm playing the cowbell.
Okay.
Magically.
Right. Now, if you know the cowbell part from Got to Give It Up, little point of trivia, that's not a cowbell part. He played it on a Coke bottle. There's a drumstick in a Coke bottle.
Wow.
Go back and listen to it, you'll hear it. But anyway.
I mean, it's just like that old controversy with
part is
Metallica's E minor. You know what? Nobody can play
Nobody
E minor
can play that
anymore.
chord. Yeah.
That's a Metallica signature.
Right.
Yeah. Chord.
So, all right. Anyway, thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
That was awesome.
Yeah, had a blast.
You guys gonna come back to promote your New Year's Eve gig?
Anytime.
All right, good. Next time we'll have beer.
Hey.
There you go.
And
root beer
we'll
for me.
sequester Fred. So go check them out, you guys. Strange Brew.
Come on down.
Check them out. StrangeBrewBand.net is where you can find them. And I'm going to turn the reins over to Nico so he can start his 8 at 8:23. You're listening to Ozcat Radio, KZCT 89.5 FM. This is the Midweek Mash. Nico, take it away.